So now you'll understand why we say, holy cow. You see, this is an angel or an Ang of El, and that's why it has the halo or the ring of Saturn around it. And I'll explain more of the Ang of El a little later. Now please, I hope you're not getting angry with me, you know, angry like the bull, because I do understand that learning esoteric wisdom can be torturous. You know, torture the Taurus bull, which is absolutely terrible, or the terror of the bull. And I'm sure that most people will find this unbelievable and perhaps even questionable. And some think that my etymologies are irresponsible or perhaps troubled, which is absolutely inconceivable, because you see, if you were a reasonable person, you could reason with a bull, which would make you tolerable or able to tolerate a bull. You see, most people automatically deny a bull or are deniable. You see, most people aren't willing to accept a bull or be acceptable. And that's exactly why most people don't know where the edge of the ledge is, and they do not have knowledge, and that's why they are not knowledgeable. You see, you can be forcible, but you cannot force a bull to learn wisdom. You see, the power of wisdom makes you formidable, and at the same time gives you the power to be lovable. Just imagine a bull, which is unimaginable. So don't think that I cannot prove a bull, because all of this is provable. So I could go on with thousands of examples, but it boils down to the fact that the suffix of ble means the bull, and that is exactly why we say bull and not blee or the ble. It's actually the bull. And we add able or the ble to a word to make it more powerful, to give it strength or boldness. And the bull also gives us bold letters, just like the big bully. And that's exactly where we get the word bully, is from the bull, which is why we have big bulldozers. And this is exactly why we have a big angry boss, which is a bos, which is the bull. So the Jewish Hebrew faith worships their god on Saturn's day, which is Saturday, which begins at around 6 p.m. when the sun sets and the moon rises. So keep in mind that we're talking about 6 p.m. and sunset on Friday, which is Frigga's day, the goddess day of Venus. And our day begins at midnight when the moon is at its most high. So Jewish Hebrew Israelites worship when the moon comes out on Saturn's day. And the bull god Saturnel is also associated with the moon with the bull horns. And that's why the horns of the moon and the horns of the bull are both phallic fertility symbols, coming from the primordial beast of the horned god. And that is exactly why today that we say that we are feeling horny. And that's why this symbol has always been the symbol of fertility. And the ancient sacred moon is the true etymology of the word Jericho, which comes from the Bible. It actually means the Yah moon. And if you've watched this entire video, you would know and recognize this symbol. So like I said, this is a sexual representation of the sex act, the male entering the female, like putting your finger through a hole. And we know that this symbol is the bull's eye, but also it's a top view of Saturn L, the bull. And we already know that it's called the bullseye or the center, but it's also called the target, which is why Target takes its name from the Taurus bull. So let's jump back to the Holy Bible, which is just more of the same bull or the same symbols. So, we already know about the sexual fertility story of Moses or Musa, and understanding the true sex seduce, as well as why Moses led his people to the land of milk and honey, which of course is located at the mountain of the moon, Mount Sinai, the mountain of romance or sexual union. And once again, where we find the golden calf or the bull. And there are many ancient artifacts proving the worship of sin, as well as the worship of the bull. And there are many depictions of the bull in ancient cave paintings going back to the ancient Paleolithic period. In the ancient Ugaritic Neolithic text, we find the bull worship continues, where we find that El is listed amongst the most high, the top of all the gods. The God eternal, the Toru bull god El. And so we see the bull is worshipped all around the world, from ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, and even Greece. Even King Solomon worshipped the bull god Baal. And we know that the ancient Canaanite and Phoenicians worshipped Moloch or Baal. So basically you'll find the bull worship throughout the Levant. And the worship of the winged bull can be seen in Akkadian, Babylonian, and Assyrian art. And of course, the elite are still worshipping the winged bull to this very day. And that's exactly why the Illuminati wants you to drink the bull's blood, which comes from the Canaanite can of fertility. Drinking the red blood from the Bible, or the Biblos, which is the two bulls. The sacrifice of the golden sun in the bull god Jesus, and drinking his blood, the sex magic of the 101. So now you know the real reason why Red Bull gives you wings. And remember that Nana is the son of Enlil, who is known as the moon god Sin. He was depicted as riding the horns of the moon, or the horns of the bull. And Bali is named after Baal, the bull bell. Notice the bull headdress during the festival of these young maidens. And they carry the golden white bull through the parade to be sacrificed. And we see the Hindu goddess Shiva with the symbol of the serpent, the moon, and the bull. The cow bull goddess known as Nandi. And of course, Nandi is the beast bull that Shiva rides, exactly like Europa, who rides the bull god Zeus. Just like the biblical great whore of Babylon with her cup of fornication, and she rides the beast. And now to the Muslim, Arabic, Islamic Quran. Now normally I don't like to pick on the Islamic Muslim faith because they are just patsies being blamed for 9/11. And of course the Illuminati killed the big bad boogeyman on May 1st, the day of the Illuminati. Captured and killed by Baal himself, the Canaanite candidate himself, President Obama. And this evil trickster fools everyone by saying that he is a Christian. But of course he's an Elite and a Zionist for Israel, but was caught admitting that he is actually a Muslim. Now I have many Arabs and Islamic Muslims who say that I cannot find any symbolism in their faith or religion. So I have already proven much of the Islamic Muslim symbolism, but let's skip that for now and jump straight to the Prophet Muhammad. You see, Muslims believe that the Quran was revealed through the angel Gabriel from God himself to Muhammad. You see, everyone misses the esoteric wisdom here. Why do you think God sent the archangel Gabriel? Because Gabriel is one of the seven archangels of the Ark of the Moon, and that's why Gabriel is the angel of Moon's Day or Monday. And the Prophet Muhammad was born on a Moon's Day, which is a Monday. And would you believe that he was born on April 20th, 420, which is actually the first day of the Taurus bull? And of course, 42 is the magic sum of the magic cube of Saturn. And believe it or not, the Prophet Muhammad actually died on a Moon's Day or a Monday. So the Prophet Muhammad was born on a Moon's Day and died on a Moon's Day, Monday, combined with the moon angel of Monday, Gabriel. And of course, the angel Gabriel is the one that told Mary that Jesus will be born. The Prophet Muhammad was a nomadic shepherd, an orphan who ascended to heaven. And of course, Jesus was a nomadic shepherd, an orphan who ascended to heaven. And how did the great Muhammad ascend to heaven? He ascended to heaven on the back of the beast, the horse or the bull, the Borak. And of course, they took the night journey when the moon comes out, heading towards El Aqsa, the farthest mosque. So we know that Allah is the exact same God as El of the Bible, which is exactly why you'll find the bull horns or the crescent of the moon in Islamic culture. And the mythical steed of Muhammad was actually a bull, not a horse, even though both of them are known as ungulates, the hoofed animal. You see, Al-Barak is El Bull of Uruk, the city of Sumer or Babylonia. The Borak or the Bull of Uruk, because this is where they worshipped the ancient bull. And yes, Iraq does come from the ancient city of Uruk. So now you know why they call it the Fertile Crescent, because they're talking about the crescent fertility of the bullhorns of the moon. And that's why the ancient city of the moon, or the ancient city of Jericho in the Bible, was in the shape of the crescent moon. So in mythology, the horse came after the bull, just as the baby little Horus came from the bull gods Osiris and Isis, the mother cow goddess. And the ancient Egyptians said that their sun god Ra, or Horus, took steps across the sky. And the ancient bull penis of Ra, or the obelisk, is how the ancient Egyptians told time, the sundial, or the sundial, which is where our hour, or our Horus, comes from. And by the way, we get our word clock from the Celtic word cloca, meaning the bell, or Baal. And you can believe me on that one. And now you know exactly why the word clock is a cognate of the word cock. And the hour is the hora, or the Horus, which is the circle dance of time. And that's exactly why the Jews have the ancient Hebrew dance of the circle dance called the hora. And when you complete something or you finish it, like a game, when you win a game, you say hooray or hoorah. And that's exactly why you do the victory dance or the hurrah dance. And that's exactly why the military says hoorah or hoo-yah. And of course, the hurrah dance consists of 3 couples, or like the 3 Horai, or the 3 Horus, the 3 goddesses of prophecy and time, like the triple goddess of witchcraft, and why the witches always form the sacred circle, or the circle dance.